Hi, everybody. I hope you're all well. First of all, thank you for HQ MENA for organizing this event. I think they've done a terrific job. As per the introduction, I'm Zak, the CEO of MULTIBANK IO. MULTIBANK IO, very importantly, is part of MULTIBANK Group. As you can see by the slides, I won't go through the whole thing. I'll just give you a quick introduction. The history of MULTIBANK Group was actually that it was established in California in 2005. The main USP of MULTIBANK is that we are the most regulated financial broker in the world. And since 2005, we've grown a huge client base. We've now turned actually from a 12.1 million average daily turnover to 20 billion this year. That's per day. We've got 25 branches across 5 continents. One of our best parts of the company is actually our customer service. We believe, and I think this is one of the things that we want to translate into crypto, is assisting clients on the onboarding, getting into wallets, and dealing with all the footfalls that can happen in crypto and losing your cryptos and wrong transactions, so on and so forth. Traditionally, our top traded asset is gold. I'll come back to this later on because we were wanting to introduce exotic pair and trading for gold on crypto. We have a huge number of USPs that we've dealt with in the FX industry. I won't bore you with those parts, and we'll come across to the crypto in a bit. These are our offices. We've got plenty of awards, and most importantly, regulation. So as part of MULTIBANK Group in 2018, I wanted to bring MULTIBANK into the crypto industry. Unfortunately, with the lack of regulation in crypto, it was very difficult for MULTIBANK to take that step, especially with regulation being part of our modus operandi. Luckily, in 2020, we got approval from the Australian Securities Investment Commission, who granted us a digital currency exchange license. We then took that one step further, and we registered our license with AUSTRAC, which is the Australian Transaction and Reporting Analysis Committee. My main concept of coming into crypto was regulation, cleaning up the crypto space, as well as customer service, as I mentioned earlier, in terms of helping clients. That's the most important thing that we found as our success grew at MULTIBANK Group, is putting our clients first. And unfortunately, I think there's a huge lack of trying to assist clients and customer services with the top exchanges. You can email them, message them, and in some cases, it takes 4 or 5 days for them to reply, if they reply at all. We're very proud to have all our financials audited by Baker Tilly, who's one of the top 3 auditors in the world. I think that transparency shows clients that we are a real company and we run everything properly. And it's very good to see that we've been growing around 30% per year over the last five years. Here's some of our marketing that we're going through in Dubai. We've recently moved our headquarters actually to Dubai. Traditionally, we were based out of Hong Kong, and then COVID brought us to Dubai, which I think has been a fantastic move for the company from a working point of view, and the talent that's available in the UAE is fantastic. In January this year, we actually launched a new application for our CFD business called MULTIBANK Plus. This is actually very exciting for the group because it's going to be the first TradFi CFD platform that's going to have a token and a utility. We're launching our MBG token, which is your typical kind of crypto utility token, but it's leading the way in the TradFi space in terms of utility, bonuses, and engaging clients through different incentives such as mission centers, increased bonus, and new features, which we'll be introducing very shortly, including copy trading. Now we'll come to the crypto. So MULTIBANK IO is a cryptocurrency arm of MULTIBANK Group. We launched our spot exchange at the end of last year, where we have a lot of fiat on-ramps for the Middle East, Europe, and the Latin countries in particular. The spot exchange offers competitive trading fees and, very importantly, security of funds. So this is where we're leaning on our TradFi space and bringing in a lot of the incentives, such as segregated clients funds. As we all know, there's been a lot of horror stories with crypto exchanges, and this is a type of thing that we're trying to fill that gap. Over the next few weeks, we're pushing our derivatives trading. We've launched our platform with 100x leverage on BTC and 50x on alts, and we're bringing in traditional finance assets and exotic pairs. As I mentioned earlier, gold is our #1 traded product, where we offer a spread of 2 cents on Multibank Plus. We'll be leveraging that on Multibank IO, but offering that pair against USDT and BTC. As on spot and derivatives trading up to 100x. We'll be also putting blue chip stocks on there to make it a bit more interesting for clients with a slightly higher risk dynamic that could potentially go up to 1000x. So this is more about, the platform. You can come and see us at the front desk. All our staff are there. Very happy to help you all. And discuss, the potential in the region. As the chap earlier was talking about regulation, I think this is an important point to mention that, some of you might have heard about VARA, the Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority in Dubai. We're hoping to announce that license very soon as a broker-dealer and exchange license. That gives us a unique opportunity to be the only company who will be regulated by ESCA, as well as VARA. When we have as many regulations as we do, as I said, we have 14 regulators, it actually opens up new doors for our clients. As an example, fiat on and off ramp is simple on the TradFi side, but very difficult on the crypto. We've got new exciting features which allows clients to deposit crypto onto Multibank IO. They can trade spot and derivatives, but if they want to trade on the TradFi side, they can simply deposit from one account to the other. We've developed all our systems to have a single sign-on, so it's very easy for somebody, instead of going to many different brokers and doing multiple KYCs. With Multibank, you come in, you do one KYC, and that can be passported across all our different regulators. The mission. So, as I mentioned earlier, cleaning up the crypto space is really one of our core beliefs. Personally, I've been in crypto since 2016, and I've faced many different hurdles and issues, such as FTX, and I think that there's a lack of accountability in the crypto space. When you look at the FX space in the 2000s, that actually happened in Cyprus and many different regions where many people were setting up CFD firms and then just vanishing after growing a big equity and running away with the client's funds. We actually in the 2000s set up a Forex Council where we discussed with all the different regulators worldwide how we could tackle these issues. And we're now doing that as well in the crypto space between VARA, ASIC, OSTRAC, and the European regulators such as CED2024 to make sure that we can hold people accountable and what's the best way for new exchanges to come in to the industry. It's a very difficult process if you're a startup, but there has to be a level playing field and a good solution to make sure that bad players are excluded. We'll take that a bit further, where the Multibank Group is looking at creating a full ecosystem, as mentioned earlier. And the concept here is that we're going to set up our MBG Multibank Group token, which will run on the Multibank Group smart chain. This will create the ultimate ecosystem from TradFi to crypto, that's where our slogan comes from, where TradFi meets crypto. and we're going to get into as well real-world assets. This is something that we've seen, a huge amount of blockchains talking about, and I think we can solve with our with a vast array of regulation, our deep liquidity pools, our equities, our CFD products, as well as our client base to incubate projects and get real-world asset tokenizations out there, from real estate to energy and many other fields. This is one of our top priorities for this coming year, and we look forward to launching this in Dubai. And if anybody is interested in tokenization, again, please come and see us at the front of the desk. This again goes into multi-bank, so we actually looking at launching our token in September this year. We've partnered with several exchanges to incentivize, the current crypto enthusiasts who are already on exchanges to come in, as well as bringing our retail market from MULTIBANK Group into the ecosystem. Some of the advantages. So this is what I was talking about earlier, where we're going to be the pioneers in the TradFi space of bringing in a utility token. In the CFD space, we all know what a swap is. If you hold our token, you'll get a decreased swap rate. At MULTIBANK, we actually offer a huge bonus of 20% deposit bonus up to $40,000 that can then be increased to 30% through holding our token. Withdrawals from one platform to the other will also be free of charge if you're a token holder, as well as increased incentives on our social copy trading with special groups and special channels for signals and followers, depending on your level of MBG holding. Furthermore, on the MULTIBANK IO platform, we'll be going down the traditional route of offering decreased utility, decreased fees, on when you're holding our token. We'll be launching our launch pad as well, so if you're a holder, you can come in and get an early bird offer, as well as many more incentives. This is a roadmap for the coming year. As I mentioned, our derivatives platform was launched. Our L2 ecosystem, which is built on top of the Arbitrum network, is currently in testnet. We're looking at that mainnet being launched live with our token, and we're also bridging our TradFi trading onto our ecosystem. So from launch, we'll be looking at having around a $12 to $20 billion a day daily turnover, which I think is unprecedented in the crypto field, where a legacy of a company is moved completely onto the blockchain on day one. Which I think it will be very interesting. We also got our platform and our blockchain audited by Hacken, one of the top security firms in crypto, and we're proud to announce that we got a full rating of 10 out of 10, which puts us in the top 3 safest ecosystems and platforms out there. We recently launched our Mission Center as well to incentivize and gamify trading. I think that's a very important part of crypto. We see a large the youth coming into crypto, and they're always looking, for incentives and an easier onboarding journey and an easier way to navigate the space. And we're hoping to do that through gamification and teaching clients how to trade. And the more classes you do, the more MBG tokens you'll earn, and it'll be a learn and earn system. I think that's very, very important for newcomers into the space. A lot of people hear about 100x leverage, 100x return on investments, and they get a bit giddy. They jump into an exchange that they don't really know and a new field to them, and most people end up, unfortunately, losing their funds. I believe that brings us to the end, as the slides aren't working. But as I mentioned, we're here in Dubai. We've got around 600 staff in Dubai, from sales to customer service. And if there is anybody who is interested in learning more about us and the group, please feel free to come and chat to us. We're located right at the door. Thank you.